Welcome back to another episode of Irons Overland. Welcome to DJ Radio Land with the radio voice. And Merry Christmas to everybody, because we're doing this late Friday night because I can't ever get on the right schedule. And hopefully you all enjoy another week of not seeing our faces, because we haven't figured that out quite yet. So, welcome. I'm Jake. And we're going to talk about Christmas presents this episode.
That, day before Christmas Eve works, right?
It's never too late to shop. It's never too late.
Actually, I will get this out on Christmas Eve, so.
Oh, there you go. See? We're good. We're set.
I'm going to pull 8 hours into a night like Santa. Get this out. See if anybody listens to it tomorrow morning.
So we both have 5 presents that we suggest, like maybe have, maybe want, maybe a little bit of all of that. And we're going to just kind of go down our list and let y'all listen and see what you think. And maybe it's an idea for you for next year, since we're coming at you so late with this. Or maybe it's a good birthday present, anniversary present, or maybe you just feel like treating yourself and you thought these were really good ideas.
Or that quick overnight Amazon.
Or the overnight Amazon accidental purchase like I've done before. One-click buy. Watch out for that. It happens. So I have no particular order of how I've listed my stuff out. Do you?
I kind of broke it down to $500, $300, $200, $150 more or less.
Dang. Okay. So you got some big baller budget items on there. I like it. Well, Let's alternate. You start with one, and I'll do the next. We'll just kind of go down the list. So you go ahead and start with number 1.
More or less object, which I think is really cool, and I use it all the time, is a Ben shot glass. They're a father and son company out of Appleton, Wisconsin, and they make custom shot glasses, drinking glasses, all this other stuff. They're actually a reasonable price. You can get the big, nice beer glasses or short, stout glasses for your old fashioned. I'm from Wisconsin, so we love our old fashions.
Shout out to Ishnala. They got the best you can get.
I agree. 100%. If you're ever in the Wisconsin Dells area, definitely go check that place out. Best old fashioned you'll ever have.
That's kind of a cool little gift. I like that. I think that I've never had one. I've seen them. I don't think I've actually seen one in person.
Oh yeah,
but they're definitely cool.
Well, I'll have to bring one down, or maybe you'll get a gift.
Oh.
But yeah, they offer groomsmen. They got first responder, military, all this other one. Mine's actually etched with my name into it. It has a little fire pick-headed accent to the side of it. I'll give Jake a little show since we have our webcams up. Sorry, people. You can't
dang,
see
that's actually super cool. Okay,
right?
I'm probably gonna go buy one of those.
The axe is embedded into the drinking glass for this one. At least I have another one with a .45 caliber embedded into the glass. It's just a neat little thing to have and show off, I think.
That is actually super cool. I'm pretty jealous now. I will start with my number 1. I have a lot cheaper items on my list than you do, Sean.
Oh, great.
So I'm going to start with which one I think is probably the cheapest one. I will say a Gaia subscription.
That I was actually thinking about putting that on there.
Yeah, so we've talked about Gaia a whole bunch, and you and I both use it quite a bit. And it's good for more than just overlanding trails, off-roading trails. There's a lot on there. And, I mean, I've been planning out my hiking trip here in a few months, and all I've been using is Gaia. And I think that it's really an integral part of setting a lot of these trips up. So it's relatively cheap. Was it $25 a year, I think?
Yeah, something like that. And if you follow some other, like, overlandy YouTube channels and stuff, or anything like websites, they might actually give a promo code for Gaia, since it's pretty popular, and you get like 20% discount and whatnot.
So that's definitely a relatively inexpensive gift that keeps on giving throughout the year. No cliche intended.
Yeah, I do my yearly subscription for that, and actually Onyx Off-Road. Now, Onyx Off-Road, you can see where the trails are, and then I'll just mark them down in Gaia because I trust Gaia a lot more. That's cool just to make the map yourself, I think.
I like it. I really like it. It's kind of confusing to start with, but I feel like I watched some videos and then you showed me some stuff, and I feel pretty comfortable with it now.
Oh yeah, the broad range of that platform because you also have the hiking trails on there and biking trails and a whole bunch of other stuff too. Even waterway.
Yep. All right, let's hear number 2.
All right, I'll just go up in my dollar amount, I guess. So $100 or more, a good sleeping bag.
Yeah, that's definitely $100 or more asterisk because you can spend a lot of money on sleeping bags, surprisingly.
Oh yeah,
And I think $100 is like the cheapest to get you into a nice one because you can find some cheaper ones, but like I feel like I haven't had a sleeping bag that I've spent less than $100 on that I'm like, yeah, this is good quality.
oh yeah. At least a nice 20-degree or below down comforter sleeping bag, I think.
That's a very good gift. All right, now my number 2 is kind of, I would say that it's not up to $100, but you could probably find some that are about $100. I say a good cell phone or / tablet holder for your vehicle. So there's like 1,000 different options out there, and obviously there's iPads, there's Android tablets, there's off-brand regular stuff. So for Gaia, for GPS, for just having everything set up when you're actually off-roading or camping, it's nice to have that sitting right up there so you're not like, you don't have to hold it in your lap while you're driving. It's just kind of in a nice spot. Your passengers can help you with it. And I think that's something that I don't have right now that I've been trying to find a nice one for, specifically for my phone right now. But that's a really good one. And that can be anywhere from, a cheapo $15 one to there's some pretty darn expensive ones upwards of $100.
Yeah, I bought a couple in my day.
The best one I ever had was for my Jeep. It had that little tray insert, and then it was an actual like arm that sat up and held my phone in the perfect spot, right in the center of my center console area, and it was up at face level. So like I'm staring at the road, and I could just glance over, and I didn't feel like I took my eyes off for too long. So, but I haven't found anything for the Tundra that's really nice yet. I bought one, and it was for a Sequoia, not for a Tundra. So I was like, well, this doesn't even work for me.
I just bought a Amazon magnetic one and stuck it to my dash.
Yeah, that's probably, I'm going to either get a cup holder one or something, but I think these next couple of trips I'm going to start using my little Android tablet some more, so I may need a better one.
Say, I purchased a RAM mount one for my tablet, for my iPad, and I love that thing. It works really well. I know Ziggy bought like a clamp one to go onto his dash bar for the passenger side, and fits perfectly right into his side. It's like a nice little console.
He's got a pretty legit setup in that truck.
Yeah. I forgot he had that because he had that with Land Between the Lakes, and I'm just like, oh, that's nice.
All right, number 3.
All right, so I did as a cooking utensil is either a Blackstone or a nice Coleman grill. I love my little Blackstone griddle. So, I mean, that was $160 or more, so it's around the $200 range depending on what size you get or whatnot.
That is a fantastic idea. And you know what? That wasn't going to be my number 3, but it is on my list. So we're going to just make it number 3. I put mine, which is an off-brand. It's an Academy Sports brand. It's Magellan. And mine's a 2-burner. So it's got like one actual open flame and then a small griddle. And I love that thing. I bought that after I used your griddle. And I was like, dang, I need something more than just open flames. So for me, that was like the perfect mix of stuff where I could still have an open flame on there, even though I have a Jetboil and I don't really need an open flame. I've got that. But it was cheap. I think mine was on sale for like $75. So you can go with the nicer one, and I will assure you that Sean's is definitely nicer than mine. You can go with some cheaper ones, but a grill of any sorts, and I highly recommend a flat top, at least halfway on that griddle. It's really nice.
Oh yeah, because you can just cook just about anything. I mean, it takes a little bit to boil water, but Gets the job
That's the
done.
only good thing about the open flame. But like I said, I've got the Jetboil, so I didn't really need it, but I still just like defaulted to it. I don't know why, but it's nice. It works.
Yeah, once I get one of those, I'll be set. I don't need anything else.
Yeah, you'll have no issues. All right, well, that was a really quick number 3 since we had the same.
Man, we got.
What's number
we gotta
4?
slow down here. We're only 10 minutes in.
Woo!
Everyone's like, yes, hurry up and go. All right, well, that was 3. Right? Yeah, 3. So number 4.
Yep. Now 4.
4. I just moved up another $100. Obviously, it could be more. That, and this is something I really want, and I really do need to purchase or have it gifted to me. Is a Garmin InReach or some sort of GPS communication system.
That is pretty nice. So you're talking about like a GPS communication. So you mean like
Like your Spot X thing.
Spot X? Okay,
Yeah, there's
so
a couple of them
I
out
had
there.
I also have my Spot X on here, and that was like my big budget item, which is $250. If you can see where I'm more budget friendly than Sean is. My list is
Hey,
better.
this is overlanding, okay?
So you can do the InReach. I know Ziggy bought that, and I think he loved it. Did you get to use it when he
I
came up
did,
to you?
and I do like the platform of that. I mean, I like yours because it's all in one with the text and everything, but be able to use your phone for texting and then like looking up weather, and then it also can look up the map through the Garmin app that they have. It's actually really nice.
Yes, that thing is super fantastic.
And the subscriptions for it aren't that bad either.
And I'm pretty sure you can get smartwatches to hook up to that too.
Yep, anything
And it'll
Bluetooth.
Yeah. So one of my friends on our kayak trip had a Garmin watch, and that made me really want one. It did pretty much the same thing, except you couldn't communicate, but you could track your mapping. So like we actually knew how many miles we had done that day and how many more we had to go. And that's super helpful. It's more helpful than my Spot X is. My Spot X is really just like an emergency communication device or SOS thing, which is good enough for me, but there's definitely, if you want to splurge a little bit, I think the InReach is the best way to go.
Oh yeah, for the price and then the subscription and stuff, I think it's definitely something to have, especially for
Yeah.
when you lose cell phone service.
Do you know how much the subscription are for those?
I can actually look that up, really.
I know mine has like 10 different plans you can do, and I chose the basic one, and I pay each month because like sometimes we take a sporadic trip, so I'd rather just pay each month, and I think I pay, I want to say $17 or $18 a month for mine, and it allows me unlimited text into my phone. I can send out 100 custom messages, so that's me like actually typing it out, or I can send out an unlimited amount of like predefined messages. So there's stuff in there that says like, hey, we're safe, I love you, and you can send that, it doesn't count towards it. And then it also sends my GPS signal to a satellite every 45 minutes, I think is what it is, so that anytime there's an issue, it'll upload it and they can find us if there's an emergency. It's worked out so well. I haven't had any emergencies, though. I don't know how that'll work yet. Knock on wood. We don't want any of those.
No, definitely not. Oh man, I was able to find all this stuff so much easier. I should just pull up tabs next time.
You know, that's what a smart, organized person would do, but that's not us.
Hey, I'm semi there, okay? I'm way below on my dollar amount.
What? How much is it actually?
The InReach Mini 2 is $400.
Okay, I mean
it's still not
It's only
bad.
$150 more than mine, and it does a lot more. So it looks like they have a monthly plan that's $14.95.
Oh, you have it pulled up?
Yeah, I think that's just a basic plan. So I imagine it's probably pretty comparable to SpotX's plans. And then they also have, let's click on the Pro Unlimited. Pro Unlimited is $65 a month. So that is like literally every option on that thing is activated. So
See, I wouldn't need that. I would just need like maybe 60 text messages and then you're pre-planned and then put it on and off per month, which is nice about all these satellite communication is they let you go month to month.
Right. Yeah. Okay, well, that's not bad. I mean, that's definitely an affordable thing, and that's definitely a safety thing, too. So that's something to really look into.
Oh, definitely.
It's a good gift. It's a good gift from the heart saying that I care about you.
What?
All of you spouses or significant others to people who do this stuff.
Yes.
Or if you do it.
Significant others. Wink, wink. If you're listening.
That's your gift.
If you're listening, wink, wink.
Buy them.
Did you do yours yet?
Yeah, my Spot X was
okay.
was my that was my big ticket item at $250, Mister. I'm already at $400.
Yeah.
$100 per number. So number 4 is so is 500.
Actually, it is.
All right, let's roll right on into number 5.
I mean, $500 or more, which is honestly my favorite thing of having for camping. I mean,
wait, let me guess. A refrigerator.
Actually, it was between that or this other thing. It actually powers the refrigerator.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So,
all right, let's go. Keep going.
It is my a Jackery solar power bank. My at least 500. I mean, obviously you go up higher, the price is going to go up more, but that was $500. This is Jackery 500. I've had that thing for 3 years now, and I definitely recommend it to anyone. Jake?
Yeah, I recommend it as well because it's the same one that I also have, and it's amazing. I bought it because Sean had it, and I realized how nice it was. It's definitely become a necessity with the options that are available nowadays.
Oh, yeah.
And that is not on my list, and neither is a refrigerator. So we finally have one that's different for number 5. And this was supposed to be my number 2 because it's relatively cheap, you know. So my number 5, and one of the cheapest I have, is a very simple headlamp. Just a nice little camping headlamp, you know. It's a nice, easy gift to go out, and that's like $10 to $150. You can find some really, really nice ones, and they're not necessarily a necessity, but I feel like it makes my camping life so much easier. And they've got the ones that have red or green lights too, so you know, you don't scare off the deer when you're out there, or the cryptids and spooky creatures out in the woods. They don't come get you. But I think that's a nice little gift. Yeah. And I don't have any recommendation on brands because, honestly, you can go to Bass Pro, Walmart, whatever. Right. If you find one around the $60 range, you're not going to go wrong, really. And you can go more expensive or cheaper, whatever you want to do.
I bought a $20 one from Walmart. I mean, it has red, high, and low, so...
I've got about 4 different ones, and every time I go on a camping trip, they always do not come with me. I always forget them.
I changed the batteries and I put it in my truck now. It's in my back door. So it's always there with a pair of gloves.
I had it in my Jeep for the longest time, and then when I got rid of that, I think I left my good one in the Jeep, to be honest with you. Because I haven't seen that one since that's been gone, and I've been looking. But my garage is also a disaster, so it's probably actually in the garage.
Claymore has a nice one that I really want to spend the money on.
I think the nice one I had was a Real Tree, and it was pretty decent. I think I spent $70 on it, and it was awesome.
Nice. Yeah, I need to get a better one.
They're super awesome, especially when you wake up at 2:00 in the morning. You got to take a piss, and you have to wander through your campsite. Then you don't have to hold on to anything. You're not worried about... Well, the only thing that sucks is if you're a male and you are looking down while you're going to the bathroom, bugs tend to swarm towards that area because they see the light. So that's my only downfall.
I'm bringing a bottle next time. As you heard in our last podcast.
Now, I will say I do have an honorable mention here.
Okay.
You ready for this honorable mention?
I'm ready.
This is something that I want. So if anybody out there in Spotify, Apple Music, whatever podcast land that's listening, and they're like, you know what? I'm really generous. I'm just going to donate a bunch of money. 4 33-inch tires.
I thought you got tires.
I have okay tires. I have wheels. I bought wheels. I need tires for those wheels. I just haven't bought yet. They're still sitting in my garage waiting to go on that truck. I just haven't bought tires
Just need
yet.
a pair of shoes.
Yeah. If I was rich and like my significant other wanted tires, I'd be like, yeah, it's a great Christmas gift.
I don't think you're gonna get that.
Oh, I 100% know I'm not going to get that.
There's a
That's the
thousand.
treat yourself gift.
There's $1,000 easily.
More like 1,500 is about. That's more correct.
Amazon Marketplace for a nice set of used ones, or Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace.
Facebook Marketplace. Oh, believe me, I'm on there all the time. I think that's a pretty good Christmas list between the two of us. And those are very reasonable gifts.
I'd say so. I think we covered a broad range. I mean, obviously, my stuff was a little bit higher, but...
Well, that's okay. There's a lot of expensive stuff. I'm proud of us that neither of us had any of the cliche overland stuff except
Rooftop
for the
tent.
Jackery. I think that's pretty cliche now.
Buy them a rooftop tent.
Yeah, rooftop tent, a scuttle, what else? An awning.
Awnings aren't bad, actually.
Well, I know, but that's like the typical, like, oh yeah, I've got a Toyota Tacoma, and I've got an awning, a rooftop tent, a rigid rack, a scuttle, and I've gone on one camping trip.
Coming from the guy that has an awning.
I do have an awning, and I've used it like twice, and it just sits on the truck.
It's for show.
It really is. That's all it is. The one time I really wanted to keep us from the sun was like at equal level as us, so it didn't matter.
Yeah, because
but when I went up to
2 feet past the tailgate.
But when I was up in Wisconsin, I actually used it. It was raining, and I was cooking on my tailgate, and it kept me dry. So
Oh, there you go.
I did actually get some use out of it, and it was cheap. It was only $100.
Yeah, well, can't complain there.
There are cheap awnings out there. They're just not very good quality, let me tell you.
I have my easy pop-up for mine.
Yeah. It's not a bad idea.
It's just one thing you got to carry more of than it could be attached to the truck would be really nice.
All right, I got one last thing for you for this episode, okay? Are you ready? I've already got mine in my head. So if you need me to go first in this example, that's okay.
Go ahead.
So-
I have no idea what you're talking about.
If you had to, based on camping trips with me and what I have and what I want, if you could buy me one gift of your choice for me, for all this camping stuff, truck stuff, what would it be?
If I had the money,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Money is no object.
tires.
Okay. I like that. I would buy you new fenders.
I only need one fender.
Well, you really need 2 rear ones as well.
That's all
okay.
bad.
Okay. Fenders and a bed. I'd buy you body work. How's that?
Okay, I guess I do the same for you.
Hey, shh.
Mine's at least hidden now.
Yeah, mine is definitely not hidden. I looked at it again the other day. I was like, ugh. Did I tell you? Oh my God, this is so embarrassing. I pulled into work the other day, and I was backing up, and I was half asleep. It's 5:30 in the morning. I had to get there a little bit earlier that day, and I backed into a frickin' tree.
As Sean face palms himself right now and putting his elbow on the desk. Wait, hold on.
But it was right next to the hitch, and it's just like a small little dent. But I looked at it, and I was like, well, if I hadn't fucked my truck up about 2 months earlier, I would have been real upset right now. But I don't really care.
Right, I looked at you like, whatever.
I'm past my official year anniversary with it, too. And I've done so many bad things to that truck already. I feel so bad for it. It was babied for 10 years, and I got it, and now I've just beat the heck out of it.
Premium condition, too.
It was in really good condition. I feel so bad. I'm planning on keeping it for a long time, and the first year, if that's how I keep trading it for the next 9 years, it's not going to go well for it. What?
Amazon Marketplace, find a new door the same color.
It needs more than
I did it again.
Google.
Facebook.
I know. I said Google, so no, it's okay. I need more than just a door. I need a rocker. I need a part of my bed. I need a few things. But
Just buy
you know
a-
what? It's battle scars. It's a story. It's a story. People see it and they go, "What happened there?" I'm like, "Well,
Jake
and it'll
did
be
not
an
wanna
interesting
listen.
story."
Jake, stop! You're gonna hit something. Jake, stop! You're gonna hit something. I'm gonna go. I can't go anywhere else.
I mean, I wasn't down that trail yet. You went beyond the point of return. That's all I'm saying.
And I made it down unscathed.
Okay.
That was before we reached that part, okay?
Yes. Yes, okay. Well, that's about all I got for this episode. You got anything else?
No, don't buy air mattresses.
We got to keep bringing that up. Do not buy an air mat. Well, okay, if you hate somebody and you want to give them a terrible Christmas gift, get them an air mattress. Or if you're having a white elephant party, get an air mattress. They'll think, wow, this is pretty cool. I'm going to take this camping. And then they'll be miserable.
I was actually going to bring that up in last week's podcast about winter camping. Don't use an air mattress then either. Just sleep out because the air in it will get cold.
Just don't use one in general.
Speaking of cold, how's it down in Tennessee?
It's terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Yeah?
In case anybody's wondering, if they don't live in the South that's listening, there's not a lot of insulation in southern homes. So all my faucets have been more than dripping. They've been a stream for over 24 hours now because if they don't, my pipes will freeze and burst, and then I'll have a lot of damage to fix in my house. So everything shut down today. We didn't leave the house. We went to the dollar store as the only thing that was open for some last-minute things we needed. And the major roads were just sheets of ice because we don't salt down here. And tomorrow's not going to be any better, and I got to drive 45 minutes to work. So, yeah, it's going to be fantastic. The cold is not for the South.
Yeah, my parents are in Florida. It's supposed to get down to 40s down there. I'm like, oh, darn.
Yep. Well, I hope everybody is surviving this cold front and this terrible weather. Hopefully you have a white Christmas, because we actually are going to have a white Christmas for the first time.
In Tennessee.
In Tennessee. And I hope you get all of the overland, outdoor, camping-related items that you asked Santa for. Hopefully he brings them and puts them under your tree for you. If not, well, then just, treat yourself.
I may treat myself.
All right, well, that's it. Have a Merry Christmas, and we'll see you next time.
Merry Christmas, everyone.